What's up, Knights of X, and welcome to today's video where we will be going over the massive update that dropped yesterday by CG that will change the game forever for how it is going forward. There's a ton of talk about, guys. I know I'm a date late to this, but I really wanted to just break everything down into a PowerPoint presentation where we go over each and every change in a much more smaller, complex style instead of just reading the announcement going from top to bottom. So I've divided this into different parts where I'll leave timestamps in the description below, but we're going to be talking about everything, guys. There's a lot happening, and we need to go over it, and I'm going to end it with my thoughts and how I feel with these changes on the pros and the cons and where it leaves the game for the future. If you guys do enjoy this content, don't forget to leave that like and subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Helps me out tremendously and really helps the channel grow, so I do appreciate it. But we're going to go to the next slide where I will show you where we are breaking down each and every little thing about this post. There's a ton of talk about, guys. I swear it seems like a lot, but we really narrow it down into a couple of slides. First thing is errors, guys. Major thing. These are all the big announcements that were made, and we're going to go by each one by one. So the first big announcement that was mentioned by CG is errors, and this is going to be a new type of structure with how they release and schedule characters being released for the year. It's pretty much going to be broken down into a quarter where we're going to be given an era of a time of Star Wars, and then you're going to be given all these different characters that lead to something. So I get more into depth on the next slide. Pretty much errors are thematic to a certain period of Star Wars. Errors last just under 3 months, or to be more specific, exactly 12 weeks. Each era is broken up into 3 episodes, each lasting exactly 4 weeks or 24 days. There will always be a new marquee unit released to start each episode, with most episodes containing a second marquee released midway through the episode. This might be a little cut off for you guys, but I'll read it for you. At the end of each era, we intend to provide a new event or journey guide level unit to pursue using all of the units you've worked to acquire through the era. So pretty much, guys, what that means, they're going to be releasing a ton of marquee characters that are either going to lead to a legendary, a epic confrontation, or even a journey character. And if they don't lead to that, there's going to be some type of event, maybe an assault battle, possibly a raid. That is what I got from this post, and that's what I think they're planning on doing. Pretty much the same thing that we do now. I just think we're going to have a little bit more of a structured way of looking at it. Maybe we don't have to speculate about what characters are to come. I think it's all going to be maybe announced right in the beginning. But if we go into it, pretty much there's going to be 4 eras per year. And if you do the math based off that picture, that's going to be 24 marquees per year. Subject to change. They said they might not release a second character during an episode, but we'll have to see going forward. Expect a journey guide character and event at the end of each era. And then at the end of the year, there's going to be a 13th episode at the end of the year where no marquee characters are going to be required. So with the announcement of eras, they are launching it technically on November 19th with our midway Galactic Legend release of Ahsoka, and that's going to be starting with Hoi Yang, who's going to kind of start this whole structure of eras, which is pretty cool. Finally announced. I think we all knew it. There was a bunch of data mines, so that's really cool. And then there's going to be a second marquee character coming. General Syndulla is coming to the game. Most likely going to be required for Galactic Legend Ahsoka, but it's going to be, in my opinion, I think it's kind of annoying we have to get 6 marquee characters to get a Galactic Legend, but that's not the important part of this post. The most important thing to know is that those 2 characters are coming to the game, and we're currently experiencing the era of apprentices. That is what we are talking about here. And then the next big thing about eras is that starting next year, there's going to be a brand new era that's revolving around Season 3 of The Bad Batch, and it's coming on January 14th, but we are getting 5 new Bad Batch marquee characters, guys, and some of them are going to get the mercenary tag. So that's pretty interesting. Maybe they can fit into a Baylan team. Maybe Baylan's going to get even stronger. We'll have to see. But pretty cool. Bad Batch is a great era of Star Wars. I did enjoy that show. And they're basing it on Season 3. Maybe finally we get Crosshair. That's pretty cool. And that is pretty much wrapping up the whole eras discussion. Next up, guys, they talked about the Galactic Legend and Conquest character Cadence. And they pretty much stated that they're going to continue the way Conquest works, continue the way Galactic Legends work. They are not going to be necessarily tied to an era. They could be if they felt like it. They said that don't expect a Conquest character to fall in line of the current era because they want to keep that fresh for, those big lifter units or teams that just a character that can change a whole team. So don't expect GLs or Conquest characters to necessarily change based off of an era. So that's important to know. Now, a massive change that they announced is this new thing called Daily Quest. And this is pretty much taking over your daily activities, doing those 2 challenges, doing a squad arena battle. They are changing the name into Daily Quest. And pretty much you need to complete 7 daily tasks to receive your Daily Quest reward. Now, they listed a bunch of different things that you need to do to get that Daily Quest box or your end of day reward. But pretty much you have to spend 600 energy. But this is pretty cool, guys. They are changing the way you collect raid tickets. Before, it was based off the red or yellow energy. It is now going to be using mod and ship energy. That is awesome, guys. That's a huge change for the player base. You no longer have to be forced to farm a certain energy just for raid tickets. You can continue your projects. Even if you want to go really hard on a fleet node, it will not affect your raid tickets. So that is massive. And here they list all the tasks that you need to do. And they stated individual daily quests are a source of episode points. So we're going to get into that later on in the video. And then the next section, guys, is this episode track and episode pass, guys. And pretty much TLDR, this is a battle pass for Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. I've played a ton of games. I've played Hearthstone. I've played League of Legends. They all have some sort of battle pass involved with it. It looks like Galaxy of Heroes is finally implementing one that's not based on Conquest. I thought that was going to be their iteration of a battle pass. Guys, this is the definition of a battle pass. There's going to be a free track on the bottom, and then you're going to have your paid track for extra rewards on the top. And we're going to get more into that next. And guys, this is going to be pretty much the purchase process for the episode pass. It looks like they're giving you a base $20 ones that give you some extra rewards, and then they're going to give you guys, which I think is really steep, $40 for a episode pass plus, which gets you a ton of more rewards, and you can get an immediate 50,000 episode points, which you can use to purchase things in a new shipment. So guys, this is a very big paid mechanic that's coming to the game. I have mixed opinions about it. We're going to talk about that more at the end of the video, but I see why they're doing it. It's a great way for them to make money. But yes, guys, a battle pass is coming to Galaxy of Heroes. More about the episode track and the episode pass, guys. Pretty much they're changing it where, well, not changing it. You need to be level 85 to access this new feature. And when you complete quests, you earn rewards for this episode track or pass. The episode pass gives more rewards, faster rewards, and repeatable bonus node at the end. So guys, if you're paying for this episode pass, you're going to be benefiting with rewards quicker, and you're going to get a bonus reward node or a way of repeatable getting extra currency of whatever kind. So they are obviously going to be benefiting the players that spend money, and this is going to have to be pretty much paid pretty often because there's going to be multiple episodes per era. So they definitely know what they're doing. But they did state, guys, if you did not spend any money, that the free track when completed is about equivalent to value in earning at least 4 tier 10 boxes, which is the red box and Galactic challenge, or 4 tier 9 from our previous Galactic challenge. So you're not going to get every red box, but you're going to be getting a couple of tier 9 on the free track. So they will have to, take their word for it. I don't know how accurate this is going to be, but that's what they stated in the post. We're going to have to really keep a close eye on it. And that leaves us to the next development, which is the episode shipment store, guys. And this is what is going to be listed. I'm sure they're listing more stuff on the bottom, but this is the screenshot that they provided. You're going to get some mods. You're going to get some Gear 12 Plus. I think they said there's going to be Omicrons. Yes, they did. It contains Omicrons, inexpensive mods, and discounted character shards. So this could be beneficial for players that want to farm a particular character. It gives you another way of getting that character quicker. I don't know what characters are going to be. Hopefully it's some of the guild event characters that are very hard to get, like possibly Cam or Watt. Help players get Jedi Master Kenobi way faster than having to deal with a whole bunch of different things. So we'll have to see what characters are included into that shop. But this is going to be the same thing as the weekly shipment store. It only refreshes once a week on Tuesday. So that's also very important to keep in mind. And that leads us to the next topic, guys, Episode Quest. And this is the screenshot that they provided talking about Episode Quest. It's pretty much different things that you need to do to get different rewards. And then here we go into depth where they say there's going to be 28 episode quests in each episode, one revealed each day. 28 quests divided into 4 chapters, 7 episode quests per chapter. Some quests will be time sensitive. Got to be very cautious of that. I don't really know what that entails, but that could be very important. Players that purchase the pass will be rewarded with additional quests. So if you guys spend money on that pass, you're going to have options to get additional quests to complete for more rewards. And that leads to the next thing, guys, and that is Character Quest, where this is the screenshot they provided where each character will be based off a marquee, and if you use that marquee in so-and-so game mode, you're going to be rewarded with these points. So this is an example of Hoyang, who will be starting this process. Pretty much, character quests are intended to be in line with the new marquee character. 28 character quests divided into 4 chapters, 7 character quests per chapter. Certain shard requirements will be needed to complete quests. Guys, that makes me very nervous because if you need to get a 5, 6, or 7 star Hoyang first time around in order to get complete these quests, that's a very pay-to-win mechanic, and that's just going to hurt the free-to-play players. We have to see how much of an additional rewards these are going to be, but it's very, very concerning. The more you will on a character shards, the more additional rewards you get. Pretty much what I just said, guys. Need to keep an eye on it, and we'll see how that plays out. And that leads us to the next thing, guys, and that is Journey Quests. And this is a screenshot of what they provided. So this is the same thing as what we have in game now, where you get a bunch of those rewards when you first start playing. They're just changing it to called Journey Quests. And the big thing with this is it replaces the current quest system, reduces the grinds to receive rewards according to their verbiage, and then quests focus more on roster development than battle grinds. And they've updated the user interface to make it a little bit more player-friendly. That's pretty much what they're doing with this, guys. Nothing massive change. Pretty much what we have already, just a little bit more rewards, I think. And then that leads to the next thing, which are prestigious achievements. And guys, that's like those really crazy hard achievements that you have to go for, where you have to do like the bounty hunter thing or the Sith. They are now putting it into a prestigious achievement section, and they're going to be rewarding players more on investing and less grinding. Grants the same rewards as the previous system. Nothing to be really concerned about here. This is not the major thing of this post. And the next big thing, guys, is quality of life updates. This one I really, really like. This is going to be super, super helpful for the beginning players, mid-game players, and end-game players. Pretty much, they are adding more sim options to pre-existing events. The first one being Galactic Legend Ultimate Journey events. So from way I'm reading this, guys, is that if you 3-star a Galactic Legend event, as soon as you get the tickets enough to play it again, you can just sim it. That is a great change for new players, guys. Really, really important. And then all these other events, guys, are very, very grindy. So it's really, really nice that they're allowing us to just auto these battles. It really saves us time for other things that we have to do in games, such as the raid or Conquest or TB. Really, really good quality of life change. And then the next thing for the quality of life in their updates is they're doing a new marquee UI structure where it's going to be easier for players to see the rewards. It goes down, it looks like, and you're going to see, you don't have to be at the requirement levels to see the rewards. You can automatically see it pre-existing. So I'm a big fan of big UI changes. I think it's important that make the game look pretty. So this is pretty cool in my opinion. And the next big thing for the quality of life updates, guys, is the better UI to display guild tickets. So you no longer have to go really dig deep into these special, you had to go through like 3 different options to see how many tickets you had to do. It's going to be way, way easier to see. And like I said earlier, mod and fleet energy now contribute to raid tickets. That is really, really cool, guys. Helps early game players, mid game players, and even late game players, guys. Really, really cool. And then the next thing, guys, is Galactic Challenge updates. This is the screenshot they provided. Galactic Challenges are kind of getting a bit of an overhaul in terms of how you're going to get the rewards and what defeats count towards. So if you go into the next slide, guys, the boxes have been completely removed from Galactic Challenges. They are no longer going to be collected at the end. rewards have now been moved to the free track of the episode track. So that means your episode track, the free one, that's where you're going to be getting your Galactic Challenge rewards from. That's where it's getting moved from. And completing the free track equals 4, like I said before, 4 tier 10 red boxes and 4 tier 9 gold boxes. So that is the update to Galactic Challenges. And guys, this is another screenshot they provided for what the Galactic Challenge will look like, where you'll get the different feats. Those are the episode points along with them. And then on the bottom is going to be the track where you get your rewards. So that is going to be a different kind of change, but hopefully it's for the better. And then pretty much with all the Galactic Challenge updates, guys, the feats provide episode points like I said. Rewards are earned immediately after completion. We will have the ability to choose rewards like the new raid system. So pretty much, just like how they made the raids, they got rid of that random box where you would get random rewards. You are now able to choose the rewards you want from this new store. Some feats will require the episode pass to complete. That is a little concerning, guys. We're going to talk about that later. Some feats are gated behind new marquee character star count. I mentioned that earlier, guys. I'm not a big fan of that. You don't want them to just gate these rewards for whaling. That is not very friendly to the player base. This is starting on 1120, and you need to be level 85 now to participate in Galactic Challenges. So you need to be... New players are not going to be able to participate in this event until they grind. Hopefully they make getting to level 85 a little bit easier for them so they can participate in this. And the next update, guys, that they talked about is scheduling changes. Pretty much marquee characters are going to start on Tuesday instead of Thursdays, and Galactic Challenges are going to be on Wednesday and Saturday. So there's not going to be any Galactic Challenges on Tuesday. This is nothing crazy. It's just the way, a new scheduling change that they're introducing to us. Then, guys, they mentioned this loyalty program called the Kessel Run, and I'm a little confused as to what this is. They said it's only going to be available on the web store, but they have plans for it to be on the PC later. Players complete objectives that earn them this currency called coaxium. More coaxium equals more new milestones, which is known as parsecs, and parsecs equal in-game rewards. Earning coaxium can be done free to play. Purchasing through the web store earns more. So, guys, this is like some sort of new type of event, or I don't even know, like you're going to be getting this type of currency, but you have to go through the Play Store, you have to go through the web store to play it or buy it. I don't know what this is, guys, but pretty much they were very vague on it, but this is something that they're introducing, and it's going to be another store. And now, guys, on my thoughts, I think that I am happy and concerned at the same time. Them showing these big updates shows that the game is in a very good space for them. They're making money, so we should expect a lot from them coming forward. Doesn't look like the game is dying just yet, so it looks like we have more and more years of Galaxy of Heroes to come. So that is the positive I'm taking out of this. I am concerned with the rewards with Galactic Challenges and the feats being gated. I'm worried that this episode pass is going to be very, very steep for players to get. I mean, you have to spend $20 or $40 every episode, and there's 3 episodes an era. That can get pretty pricey per year. I didn't do the math, but it's going to be kind of pricey if you have to do that. So that is definitely something to be concerned about. And as far as the structure, I think the structure is going to be cool with the eras. I hope that it's exciting. I hope they go into the Old Republic era. That's my favorite faction of Star Wars, my favorite story. So hopefully we get to see some of that. But guys, that is pretty much it. I think it's a mix of good and bad, but I'm very curious about your thoughts, guys. And let me know if you guys enjoyed this type of video. I know it's a little bit different than what I'm used to. I try to break it down into a different structure, a little bit easier to read and understand. So your feedback is highly encouraged and appreciated. So if you guys did enjoy it, leave a like, comment your thoughts down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. May the Force be with you all.